Well guys, I've officially reached the point in my life where vacuums have become exciting, and this is one of my favorite tools I own right now. I picked this up, I've been using it for about probably 3-4 months now. This is a DEWALT, I'll just read the number off it, the DCV580H. This is a 2-gallon wet-dry vacuum, and if you're like me and you're running other DEWALT tools like their 20-volt max, this runs right off of battery power, and that is what thrilled me about this product, because these things aren't too expensive if you buy them bare tool, and if you already have a couple batteries around like I do, this just makes the perfect thing. Now I use a shop vac a lot anyways because I make so much dirt in the shop and things like that, so I always have like a dirty shop vac there under the bench for cleaning up the workshop here. But I wanted something else that's portable, and this was just the perfect option when I got digging around. The reason I'm making this video, I wanted to do a review for you guys because when I was looking at reviews to see if this was the right vacuum for me, all the content out there I thought was pretty trashy. I just didn't like it. They never show you enough, they never tell you enough or give you a good enough idea of different things. So first off, this one here, there's another model like this too that also has a cord, so it can run corded or with the battery. I already have a corded vacuum, so that would be pointless to have all that extra cord on there. It's just a mess, weighs down the vacuum even more. But this is battery only one, and it has ports for an 18-volt or the new 20-volt max. So if you also have a few 18-volt batteries lying around, you can use those in there as well. The biggest question I had with this thing was suction, and I'll just get that out of the way real quick because that might be your biggest question too. Suction is excellent. I have pretty well a full-size shop vac there, and the shop vac I have is a 2-horsepower one, and this is probably about 90% of that. It doesn't pump out quite as much power as that full 2-horsepower vacuum, but probably about 90% of it. So anything like vacuum out the vehicles, which was the main reason I wanted this, or like around the shop, different dirt and things like that. It's a wet dry, so you can also pick up liquids with it. I have not found any issues with the suction, unless you're getting into bigger, heavier things like blocks of wood or like nuts and bolts and things like that. Unless they're smaller, she's probably not going to take it up. But yeah, I love this thing so much. Let's have a little closer look. So for starters, we have, like I said, the 18 and 20 volt max port there, and your batteries can just clip in, and you can see you have tons of room for the full-size batteries there. I only have 1.5 amp hour batteries that came with my drill. I have 2 of them, and that's what I've been using. We'll talk about battery performance in a bit. You have this carry handle up top, which also holds, see this detail nozzle that stores there, doesn't come out. You have this big battery, or big button up here, okay, which is nice because while you're holding the vacuum using the hose, you can switch it on and off there with the back of your finger. That's what I've found. You have a port for sucking here, and another one that's an output or to blow air over there. And this is like a twist and clip, so you just twist and pull out just like that, and then you can go into the other port. Some people are upset about this online, that they have this blow nozzle right next to the sucking nozzle. That hasn't been an issue for me at all. You also have stored back here this like wide nozzle that clips right into the hose, and I found that pretty useful, although because the surface area of suction is increased with this, you do lose a little bit of vacuum performance, right? Because you're drawing air over not as small or confined of a nozzle. This is the end you get, and the beauty of this one over DEWALT's other model of vacuum is that you have a nice long hose. This can stretch out. You can probably get a solid 5-6 feet out of this hose, which is really, really nice. Now that's it for the outside of the vacuum. What you see here is these 2 clips here that you can just unsnap, and this whole top of the vacuum lifts up. You have, I believe this is a HEPA filter actually, so it's a really great filter. Twist and click design there to clean this, and you can just beat it in. It's really easy. then you have just a big empty canister. And it's been really, really awesome for me. Put that in, it's super quick to clean. Just lock down those latches just like that. And I hope I showed you everything you want to see on this vacuum. I have no issues, everything's been super durable. I really like it. Now let's cover another thing that wasn't covered for me, and you're probably wondering. I am running 1.5 amp hour batteries. Now the thicker the battery, generally at least with these 20 volt Macs, the more amp hours or the more juice you have to use in that battery. So you see these are pretty thin ones. You can get up to, I believe, the 6 amp hour battery, which is a big massive battery. I would love to have at least one of those, but they're pretty expensive. These 1.5 amp hour batteries, to give you an idea, I have the extended cab Ford F-150, so a 4-door pickup truck, and this will thoroughly vacuum that, and then you'll have a little bit of juice left over. But by the time you fully vacuum the truck, vacuum the seats, the floors, I have the detail brush here, one of these brushes, which I highly recommend, and I do all the dash and everything, because this is a lot nicer than wiping it down. It doesn't leave any oily residue, and you can get all in the vent fins and everything. Once you fully vacuum the truck, you really don't have a whole lot of juice after that on this 1.5 amp hour battery. And you've got to work pretty swiftly. I have 2 batteries, so I just keep them both there. Keep one in my pocket, and if it dies, I grab the other one. But really, you could say one battery does a vehicle right through. So keep that in mind. Of course, if you go to a bigger battery, if you go to a 3 amp hour, you're going to double your time. So, of course, the beauty of this unit is its portability. You can take this anywhere. Like I said to my wife a little while ago, man, if we were going on like a road trip for multiple days, I would charge up a couple battery packs, throw this in the pan of the truck, and then every morning when we get up, before we'd get on the go, I would just vacuum down the whole vehicle, vacuum down the seats, the floors, the dash, and everything. So you get back in the truck to start your day, and you have a nice squeaky clean truck. And you know how multiple days on the road you start feeling gross in the vehicle, and vehicle smelling like food and stuff. But something like that, or just being able, if your driveway is not real close to the house, no extension cords. My brother drives a tractor truck, transport truck for a living, and he's borrowed this a few times now because he can take this up aboard the truck, get back in the sleeper, and vacuum, clean up all the bunks in the back, clean up the sleeper, because of course a big corded shop vac is not really the thing to haul back through the cab and get the extension cord running up through the cab, and it's just not a good setup. This is really, really cool. And yeah, now to get to the exciting part, we'll end off by giving you a few action shots. I've got some dirt built up here around the shop, and I'll just show you guys, give you an idea really how much suction this thing has or what it might look like. So I'll look around here for a few examples, and hopefully you'll get a good idea of whether this is a vacuum for you or not. So what we have here is dust from stabilized wood. It's pretty heavy, got some big shavings in there, and there is a lot of it. But let's just give you an idea of how fast it would handle like a heavy dust like this. So I hope that all gives you a better idea of if this vacuum is for you. Hope it gives you a little more information than what I had in buying this. Like I said, I absolutely love this thing. I haven't found a better option out there on the market, at least not that at least not what I've come across in my searching, and it's just been a lovely product. So hope you like it. I love DeWalt products anyways. I have several here now, and I love them. They really do a good job. They make a good product. They take their time with their R&D, and they give kind of the customer what they want, in my opinion. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if there are other options out there that you think compete with this. Like I said, I haven't seen any yet, but I'd be curious to know if you guys know of an option that I don't. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.